Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2 and we are going to explain about the VAT collectors. Today's presentation, we are going to talk about three material. The first one is VAT collectors. The second one is collector of VAT on PKP who submits TG and TS, and treasurer of APBN or APBD, BUMN or BUMD, and National Petroleum. The third one is calculation of the VAT.
First, I'm gonna explain about the VAT collectors. What is a VAT collector? As the name implies, a VAT collector is required to collect the VAT due from a taxable enterprise or vendor on the delivery to it of taxable goods or services, and to pass the VAT payment directly to the government rather than to the vendor or the service provider. What happens after you become a VAT collector? The first one, the Director General of Tax will give a VAT collector a tax identity number in the fulfilling its tax rights. Second one, an appointed VAT collector must activate its account and update its data online through a system. Next, if there is incorrect information in the decree, the appointed VAT collector must notify the Director General of Tax. The Director General of Tax can revoke the appointment of a PMSE business as a VAT collector if they no longer meets the criteria.
Extending the above, if a PMSE business meets the criteria of a VAT collector but it has not been appointed yet, it can notify the Director General of Tax so that it can be appointed as a VAT collector by using a specific notification form as set out in DGT Regulation 12. The second one is about VAT collection. An appointed VAT collector must collect 10% VAT on amounts paid by customers when payments are made. The customer is defined as an individual or entity that utilize intangible taxable goods and/or taxable services from outside of the customs area, in the customs area through electronic systems, including the buyers of the intangible taxable goods and the service recipients. Further, as stipulated under MOF Regulation 48, the buyers and service recipients that are subject to this VAT imposition are individuals or entities that meet one of the following criteria. The first one is domiciled in Indonesia. The second one, make payment using debit, credit, or other payment facilities provided by an institution in Indonesia. The third one is enter into transactions using an internet protocol address in Indonesia or using a phone number with an Indonesian country code.
Now I'm going to continue. Indonesia issues guidance for collecting VAT on the delivery of LPG. The regulation governs the following points. 1. The delivery of certain LPG by a taxable entrepreneur is subject to VAT. 2. The government shall bear the VAT on delivery of certain LPG for the portion of price subsidized by the government. 3. The buyer shall be liable to pay VAT on the delivery of certain LPG for the portion of the price that is not subsidized by the government. The VAT payable is 10% from the VAT base. The treatment of the input VAT related to the delivery of certain LPG shall be as follows. For a company with an LPG business license, an input VAT can be credited. For an LPG agent and sub-agent, an input VAT cannot be credited. The third material is VAT calculation. Below mentioned is an example of how to calculate the tax. A taxable entrepreneur or PKP named Shabby sells taxable goods in cash at a selling price of 25 million rupiahs. Value added tax payable is 10% times 25 million rupiahs equals 2.5 million rupiahs. The VAT amounting to 2.5 million rupiahs is the output tax collected by the shabby taxable entrepreneur. So that marks the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for your attention. Now we're going to the Q&A session. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.